What is poppin', y'all? It's your girl Fiance, and I am back with another video. As you can see by the title, today we're just going to be doing a little get ready with me type of situation. I'm not going too many places today, but you know, I gotta make a few stops. Also featuring my baby as usual. Y'all know how I go. So yeah, I kind of have a topic today because I feel like it is so interesting. So I was watching Love is Blind on Netflix, and like, I don't know if I was like cringing or if it was just like too sappy for me, because like I love romance stuff, but I was just like the entire time, like, I don't know, it was just so like crazy to think that you have to pick out who you want to marry before you see them. And I can't really say that I'm a person who talks to people based on what they look like. Yeah, I can't really say that I'm a person that, you know, talks to people based on what they look like. But I don't know, it'd still be weird for me not to be able to see you. I don't know. So within the first episode, there was a black girl. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? You'd think I would know her name, but like, there's this black girl and this white guy named Cameron, and at first she's like, there's one guy that came in to talk to her, and he's like, oh, I can tell by your voice that you're a black girl. And she's like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? But then later on, you see her like kind of having these reservations about being with a white guy. And I'm like, but you were so upset that somebody presumed that you were a black girl based on your voice. And like, I do understand. She said that she, you know, is really active in trying to make sure, you know, like the black movement, black community and stuff like that, making sure that black people, you know, excel in life. And typically when you find those kinds of people, it does seem a little bit strange when they date outside of their race. But like, I don't know, I thought it was kind of, you know, cool. Like, I'm obviously, you know, well, I mean, not obviously, y'all don't know me for real, but like, y'all know me. But, you know, I am a heavy supporter for the black community and, you know, putting black people on and stuff like that. But a little bit of my backstory is I used to exclusively, like, before I met my husband, like, I used to exclusively only talk to white guys because, like, it was kind of like I got no play from black guys. Like, I mean, I did, but it wasn't like, I don't know, some of them were like kind of hood, you know what I mean? And that's just not the type of girl that I am. Like, certain things I'm just like not cool with. So I generally speaking only talk to Hispanic guys or Latino, whatever, and white guys, but, you know, gravitated more towards white guys. And that was just my thing for a while. And like I said, until I met my husband, like, literally the person I talked to right before him was white. So, like I said, that was just my thing. Yes, I know my eyebrows look crazy right now, but, you know, it always gets better in the end. I don't know. I got this from the hair store. This is a really good eyebrow pencil. It's like retractable. It's from Kiss, I guess. So I'll tell you guys the products I'm using probably in the description, or I'll just tell you vocally. I'm probably not even going to do like foundation. I'm not really sure. Actually, I think I am, because my baby ate my beauty blender. Like, he didn't digest it, but it's like he just, I don't know, he was like a rabid dog with it. So yeah, but anyways, I don't know, like, once she saw him, like, it seemed like her the reservation had kind of picked up some more, like, oh, you know, this is that and the third, like, and usually, I don't know, now everybody has their own opinions and beliefs and things like that, but usually the kinds of beliefs that she has, her family probably has too. So once he meets her family, it's going to be like, you know, I'm in a room full of black people. Like, he will be aware of his Caucasianness, if that makes sense. I don't know. I kind of feel for the guy, because, like, I've, you know, seen stuff like that happen before, actually, like, but, like, vice versa, you know, where I was in a room full of white people, and, like, they didn't make me, I don't know, they were just asking me, like, those questions, like, oh, who did your hair, you know, the hair questions, or, like, certain things, you know, are only curated for black people, but I don't know, I think their chemistry was really great right off the bat. And it's still weird for me that they have to all get married within, like, what, 30 or 40 days or something? I think, I don't know, like, that stuff kind of scares me too. Now, okay, disclaimer, I got married kind of fast. Like, me and my husband, we started, well, I knew him the year before. Like, we had been talking for almost a year, like, just as friends, you know, messaging here and there. But we didn't actually date or meet each other until, like, July. And then we started dating, like, maybe a week or so later. And then by that November, we were getting married. So I guess that's kind of fast, too. But it was longer than 30 days. If that makes sense. I don't know. I just felt like... I don't know, I feel like that's a whole lot of pressure. Like, I'm a person that likes to do things at their own time, in their own pace. Like, if somebody's telling me I have to do something, I tend to do, not really the opposite, but I just don't do anything. Because I don't like being, you know, put into a box or put into a situation where I feel like I'm being forced to do something. Because if I'm the type of person, if I'm not doing something genuinely, I just, like... I don't want to do it at all, you know? But I don't know. That situation is so crazy. But they were, like, the first couple to, you know, get engaged, meet each other, or whatever. And from what you could see, like, they really did like each other. Like, they thought each other was, you know, attractive and all that stuff. So that was really good. And then there was, like, this one girl, I forgot, the guy's name was, like, Barnett. I remembered his name because, like, I just felt like that was a weird name. And I think the girl's name was Michaela. And this one guy named Mark was, like, really, really into her. And she seemed like she was into him. But then Barnett comes along, and she's like, oh, I can cut this off really fast, and blah, blah. And I think it's simply because his age was slightly closer to her. I think she's like 34. Barnett was 27, and then Mark was 24. So basically, she just, like, cut the other guy off, and I think it's just because of his age. Men don't really get those kinds of looks or feelings and stuff like that regarding age, but women do. Like, when other females see a woman dating someone who's, like that, like 10 years younger than her, they're like, you know, she's a cougar, this, that, and the third, you know, all that stuff. But when guys do it, like, you know, guys are like, oh, okay, you're talking to a younger girl, like they did something, you know, interesting. But for women, it's not really the same. Even when females date, like, an older guy, like, they're like, oh, you know, isn't he a little old, you know, stuff like that. It's kind of like a double standard type situation, but, I mean, that's just how life is sometimes. And I'm not saying that's, like, a good thing, but it is what it is, you know? Guys, it's always happening like this, where I, like, get one good eyebrow, and I'm like, ooh, you know, on cloud 9, and then all of a sudden, this one comes out looking like, I don't know, a mess. But yeah. Oh, and then there's this other guy. I don't remember his name either. Like, I've never been this terrible with names in my life, y'all. But there's this black guy, and he was like, I wonder how my future wife's gonna take the fact that, you know, I used to love men. That I used to love men, and I'm like, ooh, that's a little tea, like, because I don't know how I would react in that situation. I'm gonna be like straight up honest with you. I would always, in the back of my mind, I'm just one of those types of people, like, I would always, in the back of my mind, feel like, are you looking at this guy? Like, if I ever seen, like, an attractive guy, I'd be like, does my husband think he's attractive too? Like, I'd be so freaked out, like, you know, I would feel like he's trying to, you know, leave me for a guy or something. And now, I don't know how anybody else's feelings on that is, but when you're female, and it's one thing if your guy leaves you, right, for, like, another girl, right, but if your guy leaves you for a dude, you're just like, oh. I don't know, like, I'd be so distraught, like, I don't know. So, for primer today, I'm going to be using the Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream from Sunday Riley. I'm getting low on this, and I debated on buying a big one, but then again, sis don't want to spend those coins. Okay. So yeah, I'll just be using this, you know, under my eyes, whatever. Hi. Strange turn of events. My skin has been excessively dry. Never in my life have I had dry skin, but recently, you know, things happen. But anyways, yeah, back to the Love is Blind show. They were really only focusing on, you know, like, 2 couples at first. And I think they released like 3 or 4 episodes a week. It's a 3-week event, kind of like how The Circle was. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I really liked that show too. Where, like, people, it was just kind of like a social media type of interaction situation, and I really did like that show. Spoiler alert, Joey won on The Circle if you have not seen it, and I was kind of upset because I felt like Shubham should have won, but whatever. Like, he was the most consistent, the most honest, and yeah, Joey was cool or whatever, but he was not my fave, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody wants their fave to win. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to use foundation. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait till I get another beauty blender because I like my foundation to be sitting on my face. I don't like it to be like, I mean, not sitting on my face. I like it to be in my skin and not sitting on my face. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer and the shade Deep Olive. And we're just going to apply that under my eyes. Truthfully, I mean, I could still do an eye look. I'm thinking about it. Sis is really debating. Oh. My kid's like beating up the door. Like, I don't know. What did the door do to you? It opens and closes for you. You know, it keeps out the cold air. Come on, child. Like, but yeah, I don't know. So I guess in the upcoming episodes on Love is Blind, they get to, you know, see how each other lives and, like, basically, like, date each other. It'd be so weird to get engaged before you date. Oh, my nose ring. I'll clean it off. But yeah, it'd be so weird to date after you're engaged. And that's basically what they're going to do. They're going to see each other's, like, living habits and, you know, just get to see each other's flaws, really. Because if you really think about it, when you're inside those little pods that they're in, you get, like, the best romantic version of whoever you're talking to. You don't get to see their character or the things that they believe in, really. They just talk about surface stuff. Like, oh, I grew up here, you know, I have this many siblings, and all that stuff. I'll be back, guys. My eye will probably be blended, so see you in a second. Alright, y'all. I am back. If it sounds like I'm whispering, it's because I am. I just put my baby down for a nap. I do know what I was talking about, but I don't remember the exact whatever. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that show is interesting. I don't think I would ever participate in something like that. I feel like dating shows in general are a little bit strange. Now, I don't know about those people, and I can't speak on anybody else's relationship, but I feel like anything so set in the public eye is almost destined to be like, you know, a situation. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that it's gonna fail or anything, but there's always going to be drama and speculation and stuff like that. And some of those dudes and females on there, those are nice looking people. And once the show gets over, I'm sure you can find their accounts now. But once the show gets over or whatever, there's gonna be so many thirsty people looking for them and all that stuff, and they're supposed to be married now or whatever. Like, it's gonna be a whole thing. Okay, I'm going to use the coffee palette from Makeup Revolution, or Revolution, I don't know what they're called, to be honest with you. I don't really care. So I'm going to go in with Java, and we're just going to create a super simple look today, because I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to stamp that on there. I usually like to stamp my stuff on there because I am using a wet base, so I like to just build up the foundation of the eyeshadow first and then blend it out. But yeah, I don't know. Plus with that stuff, like, you're just meeting the person you want to quote unquote marry or whatever, and once they get to that time where they, you know, go to the little place that they go after they get engaged, like, you're just showing the whole world all your little problems and stuff like that. Like, it gives people the opportunity to nitpick at your relationship. Like, even if it's unwarranted or whatever, you're on a whole TV show, and you know, you basically, like, hey, you put it out there for display. So beyond that, I guess it is what it is. And a lot of times when you get in situations like that, people get so upset that people are commenting on, like, their relationships and whatnot. But I'm like, you went on a show to find a relationship and displayed that relationship out for the world to see. So, can you be upset? I don't know. I just know how those situations go. Like, I'm not really, I mean, I watch reality TV, obviously, because I'm watching this show, but I'm not really, like, huge in it to where I'm, like, watching all different types of stuff, following these people's lives or whatever. I just know how these things go, because if you watch shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and all that stuff, they get on their social medias all the time, like, you guys don't know the full story, you don't know my life and all this stuff. And I'm just like, but sis, the show that you're on follows your, like, quote unquote day-to-day life. Yes, there's some behind the scenes stuff that I'm sure you guys tell people to edit out, but you can't just put certain parts of your life on display and then expect people not to comment on those parts. Like, I just feel like that's so weird. I mean, I don't know. You know, I personally, I mean, I speak on celebrity lives, Like I said, if you put your stuff out on display, you're, you know, giving everybody the leeway to talk about whatever they feel like talking about because it is what they saw. But I don't know. I mean, I hope for the best for those relationships on the Love is Blind show. Do I have high hopes? No. Is that a little mean to say? Yes. But is it factual? Also yes. I think, honestly, it's just good entertainment right now. I mean, I really, really do hope, especially for the first couple that got engaged after like 5 days, I really, really do hope that the best comes out of that. I don't know that guy's stance on, like, you know, all the black issues and all that stuff yet. So I can't really say, but to be honest, that will always be a big part of their marriage, especially because neither one of them can change their race. And if you already have slight reservations about something, the slightest little thing will, you know, trigger you. Or make you like, you know, I knew this would come up. Or, you know, it'll always make you think about it. But I really do hope the best for that couple. Just because, I don't know, their personalities, they seemed pretty genuine to me. Like, I mean, obviously, like I said, I don't know those people from wherever. But their relationship seemed to blossom. They were making each other blush. Like, it was the cutest thing ever. Like, I don't know, sometimes romance is really cringy to me, but, like, I still watch it. Like, oh my gosh. I'm one of those girls that, like, squeal at the romantic parts. I don't know, but that's just me. And the guy's a scientist. Like, I don't know. He's just like, I'm just trying to, you know, conduct this experiment to see if love is actually blind. I'm like, first of all, sir, that's not even the type of science that you do. You build robots, so I feel like all the data you collected would be flawed. I don't know, that's hilarious though. Woo. These BH cosmetic brushes are pretty good, guys. Check them out. I bet, like, higher up beauty influencers and stuff, they feel so weird. Like, if they're not, you know, sponsored by a product or something like that, they're like, oh, this is a good brand, this is a good product, you guys should try it. Everybody always assumes that they're, like, sponsors and, like, she's paid to say that, or, ooh, you know, they have to say that because they have, like, an affiliate link or whatever. I'd be so upset all the time. Like, no, it's just a good product. So I'd be so mad. I'm going to do my contour. This is from the Crayon Case. It is the Contoursition book. I like this one, but I'm also like, I mean, I try new products all the time, but I'm really, really, you know, into my Black Radiance stuff. Come to find out, they're not even Black owned. It's just like a subsection of dang, what's that brand called? Maybe Maybelline? I'm not sure. I think it's just like a subsection of them though. So, I mean, I'm not tripping. If I have makeup curated for my skin tone or whatever, I'm not gonna trip. Because those products are still hard to find, even though everybody's trying to do all this inclusive stuff. I think these brands are just putting out makeup products that say they're for Black people and not even really trying to do undertones or, you know, actually match it to somebody's skin. They're like, oh, we found a dark shade, let's put it out, you know? More so than, oh, this is specially curated for this kind of skin and this kind of undertone and all that stuff. But like I said, that's just me. These are opinions, people. some dude said opinions are not facts or something like that. They're not. But it's what I feel and it's how I believe. So, yeah. But I will probably come back once this look is finished and, you know, do some closing thoughts or whatever. So, I'll be back, guys. Okay. Alright, y'all, this is the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this look. And also, let me know what you think about today's topic. Is love actually blind? Don't forget to share with your friends and all that other good stuff. Alright, y'all, see you in the next video.